Hello, Big Daddy Fun here. Thank you for joining me for today's video. Today we're going to be doing some work around my house. There are some projects that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. And part of the problem was I just didn't have the iron to make the hoppers that I needed and the iron carts and stuff like that. And so now that we have the iron farm, let's go down here and take a look. And you can see in this chest I've got quite a few. I've got close to about 350 blocks of iron, and so iron is not really a problem. And that doesn't even include the almost 3 stacks that I took over to the ocean monument to use for the beacon, which is still there. But anyway, what I wanted to show you first was just as a result from the ocean monument, and I really hope you enjoyed the video on the ocean monument. I had a great time putting it together. There's a lot of hard work, and anybody that tells you that doing an ocean monument is easy, I don't know how they're doing it, and I would love to find out, because it was not real easy for me. But anyway, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5.5 double chests full of sand that's left. Now, I also wanted to kind of touch base on something else here at my house. You might remember right out back here I had that one real big tree that was like right around here, and it came up and it was real big. It was a real big oak tree, and I excuse me, I said I didn't want to remove it because I didn't want to deal with all the wood in it and stuff. And what happened was I was coming up here sometimes at night, and I could see that the sun was setting right down behind that tree, and I just couldn't see it. And so finally I ended up deciding that I was going to chop that tree down, and I took it down so that I can enjoy the sunset when it comes down. Through the front window here, we get to see the sunrise come up. It's partially blocked off by this little bit of a hill over here, but I'm okay with that. It's not real bad. So anyway, one more thing I wanted to show you before we get into today's project. I just got done doing an end raid, and I went and raided a few end cities. These 4 shulker boxes are the loot that I came back with. I ended up with 9 stacks of ender pearls, and that's not really all that big. I just go to the little shelter that we produced at the main island and kill some endermen. Mostly I did that because I don't have a real big supply of ender pearls. This chest excuse me, is all the tools that I got from the different chests in the end cities. This one here is exactly the same as this one, and so I'm real happy with that one. That is a real good pickaxe, and that's going to be my backup Silk Touch pickaxe. A couple decent iron pickaxes and a couple decent iron shovels. This pickaxe would be pretty good except for the Curse of Vanishing, and still, you know what, that might end up being the backup for this one. I just have to put Mending and Unbreaking 3 on it. It'll be okay. And then I've got 2 other half decent iron pickaxes. Now the reason I might not use this one is because of this pickaxe, and all I need to do is get efficiency 4 and put that on it, and it is maxed out just like this one is. And then I got a decent shovel. So then in this one is all the armor and the swords that I got. And I'm not going to worry so much about the iron swords, but an okay helmet. It doesn't have a whole lot on. A sword that's got sharpness 3, it's okay. The helmet that's got blast protection 4 on is a little better than this one. And then this one here seems to be a half decent sword that I could build up and have it be a good backup, and that one's okay. The chest plate, all it has is cursive binding, and I'm not going to worry about that one. I'm not going to put that on, because then I'd have to die to get it off and be able to put my elytra on. The leggings aren't bad, and the boots are okay. And then if I take, probably, I think maybe it's these two here and put them together, or maybe these two, I could come up with a pretty good sword. And then I got a little bit of, I got a diamond and an iron horse armor. And then in this chest here, I got 66 shulker shells, so I can make 33 more shulker boxes, another pair of elytra, a little over a stack of end rods, some gold and iron, another brewing stand, some different building blocks, a bunch of chests, another dragon head, some banners. I got some chorus flower and chorus fruit. I want to start planting some of that out back. And then I got 2 potions of healing, some ender chests, and a saddle. So I just wanted to show you the loot that I got and kind of catch you up to speed on a couple things. Today's project, we are going to be going out here. So you might have noticed in the one video I just recently did that I have a sheep of every color. And if you look in this pen, you're going to find out that there is no white sheep in here whatsoever. And that's because it is up here. And actually, let me turn my volume down on the friendly creatures so it's not quite so loud. I have the sheep up here. I have an automatic shearing farm for the white sheep, and I've been collecting some wool. I've been wanting to do this sheep shearing farm for a while, and I want to do one of every color. And so this one's all done. This one I started setting up. It's going to be for the black sheep. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through. I'm actually going to open this up just so we can see a little bit better what's going on over there. Okay, so a sheep shearing farm is pretty simple to do. I have all the necessary tools in here. It's got some little things to it that are a little bit difficult, but it's nothing that's real bad. So let me grab a couple things out of here. Maybe I better grab a couple of those just to make sure. I'm only going to need one of them and one of each of these. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to set the chest down here. Then we're going to come behind here, crouch, put the hopper into the chest and another hopper into that chest. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to place the rail on top of that. Then we're going to take the hopper minecart and place it on top of that. Then we're going to go back up onto the top here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the dirt block right there, and then I'm going to dig down one here, and then we're going to go up here and place the piston there. Then we're going to get the redstone, and you know what, I need to do one more thing before I turn that on, and I need to take that rail out, and there we go. That should show up here. Okay, so now we're going to go back here. We're going to put the redstone next to that piston, so it's going to press that piece of dirt down into that hopper cart. And then we're going to take the piston away, and I'm actually going to break the dirt away from here. And I'm actually going to break this one away too real quick. Okay, just so I can make sure that I'm going the right direction. So we're going to place that right like that, and that is correct. Okay, so let's bring the dirt down, fill that back in, and then put that there, so that'll continue working. We're going to put the chest up, bring the dirt down, and then we're going to just place the dirt right there. So now the other thing that we need to do is place the dispenser right here, and then I'm going to grab a couple pairs of shears real quick. Grab 5 of them. And that was another thing that takes iron that I did not have the iron to produce. And it did turn out that when I went in to sleep, I checked in my one chest and I did have some black stained glass that was already made. So at this point, we're going to just put some dirt back down underneath here. Oh, I guess I don't have any more dirt to fill that last spot up, but that's okay. We can quickly grab a piece of dirt from here and just place it in there. Okay, so now we're going to need one more piece and place one right there. So you want to have dirt going all the way around. So this spot here is where the sheep is going to stand, and you want dirt around every side as much as you can, so that the grass will actually transform onto that block there, and then the grass will regrow, and then of course the sheep will eat it, and then once the sheep eats it, then the shears will come out, shear the sheep. It'll drop down into that hopper cart and all the way over into the chest. So at this point, and I just put some redstone here just like on the other one. So that's exactly how this gets built. So now what I want to do is I want to put my glass back in there in my hand, have that ready, and then what we're going to do is I need to grab a lead. And then we're going to go over here, and I've already got the black sheep ready to go, and I'm going to just break this post. I have those sheep over there already tied to the fence post with the lead, so they're not going to go anywhere. And then we're going to lead this sheep up top here. Wait for him to get over here. Okay, now we're going to go up, and I found this to be about the easiest way to do it. And you can see now that he's in there and he's not going to go anywhere. Okay, now we'll just jump down here, grab this lead and the black wool out of there. Now I guess, not sure why that triggered, but hey, so anyway, that is exactly how you do a sheep shearer, an automatic sheep shearer. So now if you look in this chest, you're going to see I have 14 other colors. I have one of every single color, and I want to pull each one of these sheep of a different color out and build a sheep shearing farm up here. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do this as a time lapse and show you the whole process, or if I'm going to just come back. So anyway, I guess you're going to find out just in a moment what I decide. Well, now that was a little bit of a surprise. Even was looking around for any mobs that might have spawned. Guess I gotta be a little more diligent about my sleeping. Just gotta fill this hole in. Fortunately, none of my important stuff was lost. The shulker box ended up staying there. That would have really upset me. But if I lost that shulker box, that would not have made me happy. So as you can see here in the in this area here, the shulker boxes are gone. I put all that stuff away upstairs in the chests. I'm down to just 2 double chests of sand. Mobmaster came and got some, and I put a bunch upstairs in some chests, and then also I put a whole bunch in the furnace, and I smelted it down to some glass. Anyway, we're going to take a trip out here. You can see, I just want to take a quick look for mobs. I'm a little leery after what happened. So you can see this is the sheep shearing farm that I have. I've built a little bit of a building around it, not a whole lot. I didn't do a great amount. I put a roof on top and just put some dark oak wood around as a border. I was thinking about maybe doing some stuff here around the chest and just kind of didn't do anything at this point. I might do a little more later on. I put some lanterns up around for some light. And then over here on this side I put some stairs, so now I can get up here and come inside and check the dispensers to make sure that the shears are okay. So far I haven't had any shears really run down much. This is the first one that I put up for the white sheep, and these shears still are probably about 2/3 to 75% of the way good. You also might notice that over here, I guess it was over here, some of these blocks were still stone, and I took those away and I put some dirt down. Grass grew on them. I did that to try to improve the grass growing where the sheep are, so that they will eat the grass and grow their wool a lot quicker. And then I just put some lanterns up here to add some light. I'm gonna probably add a little more dirt around here so there's a little bit more of a walkway, and it's not so difficult to get around, and I don't have quite as much fear of falling down there. I put some lanterns back here, and you can see even this chest here, it's like this is one of the later ones. Let me pop that over there. So I've got several stacks of every color. And then on the back side here, I didn't put a door in here. I just put a couple stone brick stairs in to kind of give it a little bit more depth. I didn't do a great amount on the building. I just wanted to try to make an enclosure and finish it off that way. So anyway, that is the sheep shearing farm. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned from it. And so now if you want to do your own sheep shearing farm, you can do it. You have the information on how to do it, and I know there's plenty of other videos out on YouTube that you can watch. But anyway, that is going to be the end of this episode, and if I'm correct, I believe that this is going to be episode 20, and I haven't been putting a whole lot of videos up of late. I've been kind of busy, and I'm hoping to make some changes on that. And the reason I was smelting all that sand in the glass is that's going to be a part of one of my next projects, if not the next project. I'm hoping to get a project that I've been putting off for quite some time. I'm hoping to get that done pretty soon. Part of the delay on that one has been I needed the iron. As I showed you earlier, the iron isn't really all that much of a difficulty. Now, I did take some out to make some of the lanterns for around the sheep shearing farm. But anyway, I'm going to head upstairs. I want to get some sleep, and I am going to probably get started on my next project. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I do appreciate you taking the time to watch it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I will catch you next time. I'm Big Daddy Fun.